Hi, everybody. Coming to you from the KGW studios here. It is 9:15 on what has been a windy and very wet Tuesday morning. This is the third and really in a series, the finale of storm fronts moving in, and this one by far is the strongest. This is the one that has already eroded the cold air pocket in East Multnomah County. Earlier this morning, Troutdale was in the low 40s. They've bounced up as high as 56 degrees, for example. Temperature reports in Hood River are not coming out, but it looks like most of the gorge, certainly including the Dalles, is now above freezing. We expect gorge temperatures to eventually today to get up into the low to mid 40s, completely washing out all of that cold air and completely doing away with the east winds. That's happening this morning. So that is good news for a lot of people. The headlines include a wind warning that right now is posted for the coast through 7 p.m. Now, so far, some of the stronger wind gusts just south of Yachats, a wind gust in Lincoln County of 86 miles per hour. Newport, a wind gust, this was in the 8:30 hour this morning, of 78 miles per hour. And we did have reports that at one point the bridge was closed, the Quinte Bay Bridge, due to an overturned truck, I think was the report that we had from there. 24-hour rain amounts along the coast, Tillamook 3.54 inches, wow. 24-hour rain totals. Westland 2.62, Salem just over an inch. And by the way, yesterday, PDX set a daily record for 2.12 inches of rain. And if you go back to Christmas Day, Portland has now had, get this, 3.5 inches of rain over basically the last 2.5 days. Wow, 3.5 inches. That total could reach 4 inches by the time today comes to a close. We are dealing with the wind warning at the coast for 60 to 80 mile per hour winds through 7 p.m. Wind advisory up and down the I-5 corridor from Eugene straight up the valley into southwest Washington and Cowlitz County for 40 to 50 mile per hour winds. Now, earlier this morning, we had some south winds bouncing to about 50 in Salem. Right now, I'm just looking at reports. McMinnville gusting to 43, Portland gusting south to 38, Eugene 31. Nobody's really that extreme right now. Bend southwest winds to 33. I think the threat for winds greater than 40 miles per hour in the valley pretty much ends by about 11 o'clock this morning, because at that time the wind direction is going to turn more to the southwest-west. And then the coast range, the mountains, right, they kind of block that lower flow of wind. So it's tougher for the low elevations of the Willamette Valley to see strong winds that way. Now, if you live up in some of the higher metro hills, 1,000-foot elevation, your chance to continue to get some winds above 40 miles per hour this afternoon gets a little bit better. We also have wind advisories posted through tonight for 50 mile per hour gusts in Central Oregon, Bend, Redmond, up into the Dalles, Maupin, out through the Columbia Basin into Pendleton. So again, lots going on there. The other advisories we're watching is for the Cascades, where it has been raining the last couple of days. Snow level this morning, 6,000 feet. That snow level later today comes down to, I'm checking my notes, down to 4,000 feet. And there probably will be, by later this afternoon to this evening, we'll start to get snow over some of the Cascade passes. Areas at 4,500 feet or 5,000 feet and higher could pick up a good foot of snow today in the Cascades, areas that were, again, getting all rain. We've had multiple issues the last 24 hours with ponding, high water spots on roadways. Again, Portland's picked up 3.5 inches of rain going back to Christmas Day. We had a closure at one point on I-5 down at Lower Boone Road, south of Portland. And these high water spots of ponding, probably something we still need to watch out for, at least into this afternoon. But again, my headlines, I'll wrap it up. The main wind threat for 40 mile per hour winds or greater than 40, up and down the valley, and really at the coast, I think, potentially, ends once we get into this afternoon. Rain will quickly break into scattered showers later this afternoon. So by the time we get into this evening, just like that, everything will be done. And we'll quickly go into a typical weather pattern for the first time in about a week for parts of our area. So for example, Wednesday's forecast, scattered showers, maybe a sunbreak. Low in the morning, 41 for Portland. A high Wednesday afternoon, 47. Total rain tomorrow, maybe a tenth of an inch of rain. And winds basically southwest to west to about 15 miles per hour. I have rain picking up Thursday morning, but really this is all typical stuff moving forward, including mostly rain in the gorge. And I still think we have a chance to have a mainly dry holiday weekend on Saturday and into New Year's Day on Sunday. Lots to keep up with. That is your update on this Tuesday morning.